out here at 5 a.m. heading up to Jupiter to take a Goliath grouper dive, maybe sharks, who knows. It's a deep dive. Boy, am I tired. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back. Yeah, that didn't go quite as planned. We were up bright and early in the morning, drove way up north, only to find out that the dive had been canceled. Well, they canceled while we were up there. The captain of the boat went out, and there were like 6 and 8 foot swells out there, and he wasn't willing to go. So I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, drove 2 hours north for no dive. But anyway, my friend talked me into coming back down here to Hollywood and going out for a few lobsters for a dive. But, you know, that was another 2 hours down here. Man, I was exhausted. It was a rough day. And then the water was rough. It was really rough. It was murky. It was overcast, like crazy overcast. A storm came over us while we were underwater. And, man, it was a challenge all the way. There was a rough current. You know, really fast current underwater. We were hiding behind rocks and stuff to try and just get a rest. And but we did catch some lobsters. We had some fun, and I made a video. Back to diving on this one. The last couple videos had a lot more people watch, a lot more views, and that was kind of cool. And I wonder if it's that the topic was different, because on the last couple videos I went out to Key West and just like took a bike ride and wandered around and stuff like that, and I wonder if people just appreciated that more. Anyway, let me know what you think. And also, I don't say it enough, if you appreciate this at all, or you like anything that I'm doing, or even just have a little bit of respect for doing it, you know, hit like and subscribe. Well, you don't have to hit subscribe, but if you hit subscribe, that'd be cool. But hit like. Just it takes no effort at all. Just hit the like button real quick. You know, it helps me spread it to other people and stuff. Other people get to see a little bit of what's going on, and I'm certainly having fun doing this. And I hope you're enjoying it if you're hanging in there and watching. And you know, I hope you keep coming back. So, you know, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you out there. So come join me as I go diving, driving, and droning around South Florida and beyond. Yo, let's do this. Got down to the beach. I didn't take a lot of footage on the road. I was doing a little dozing off and sleeping in the car. My friend drove, and on the way back from Jupiter, and I just didn't take many pictures and whatnot. And that's my GoPro I put on. It was just, well, it turned itself on. It was hanging on my waist. But this is us cleaning my mask, giving my mask a clean. But that water, it's a little rough. It's a little nasty. You see all the seaweed up on the beach, so you know it's going to be murky. You know it's choppy. But, you know, look at that. It's pretty nasty in there, you know. But sometimes when you get down to like 15, 20 feet, it starts clearing up a little bit. But we were kicking out, the water's coming over my face a little bit. You know, the waves are bigger than they look, you know. But it was pretty nasty out there. And it was nasty under there, too. Maybe about 20 feet visibility if we're lucky. But we were fighting against a current, you know, and I was kind of gripping on the ground, and then these guys started jumping out. You know, I had my hand on the ground trying to sort of pull myself along, and these crabs were everywhere in the sand, so I stopped doing that. Kept my hands to myself, as they say. But yeah, look, it's pretty murky out there. I tried to stay down in between the rocks so that the current, you know, I didn't have to fight the current so much. It was a little sad to see all the coral bleaching. There was a lot of coral bleaching out there. It usually is at the end of the season. Some of it comes back, some of it doesn't. You know, it's kind of sad. The reef in South Florida isn't nearly as pretty as it used to be, you know, and you can see there's just little spots of coral bleaching everywhere. Blue tang fish. I thought that was a snake for a second. I'm like, what the? I just looked over and saw that. Little parrotfish action. Fish were still out there. First lobster of the day. That's what we're out there to do. Grab some lobsters. But you have to measure them all. Can't take them without measuring them. They're feisty. We got a few that day. It's another one. Big enough. In the bag, as they say. We got it in the bag. Little spotted ray. See them all the time. They're all over the place. Under here, though, what I'm actually looking at, it's a Spanish lobster. Those things are stealthy, man. They can walk upside down on rocks and stuff, and they are really hard to catch. They're in season all year long. You don't have to have a license for them, but good luck catching them, you know. And they're really small too. They're not much of a meal, you know. So that was a giant porcupine fish. That thing was huge. But there you go. There's a Spanish lobster. 2 of them get right there. They're really pretty, like orange with black with white spots. They're really, really pretty. And you can see that current was just kicking. So I was staying low in between the rocks because I was exhausted. This is what you gotta do. You gotta coax the lobsters into the net and grab them. Look, even that French angelfish, he's like, whoa, this current's kicking, you know. Another blue tang. Found a conch. But they're not, the queen conchs aren't legal. That was a queen conch, and they're not legal to take. Hogfish, he let me come right up to him. Like 1 or 2 more lobsters before the day's over. Back up at the top, it got dark under there. A storm came over us. Those waves are a lot bigger than they look. It was tough swimming in. That was my buddy on the bottom. I came to the top to swim in on the top because it was just exhausting kicking underneath. You know, but look at that. It's tough to get out of that. That stuff's slamming you when you got 70 pounds of gear on you. There's a good example. When my buddy's struggling to get in, those waves are kicking. You have to get up this little ledge there with all your gear. But it was a dark, overcast day. It was the end of rainy season. This was like one of the last rainy days of the season. We had like a month of just rain every day, you know, and you see the flooding. This is called king tide. This isn't even the rain yet, although, and look, it's just everywhere. And often the parking lots are all flooded. And here it comes. I went to the dive shop to drop off my tank. I figured I was already wet. What the heck? I'll hop out in the rain and do what I need to do. And I kind of enjoy it. But look, everywhere you're going, you're leaving rooster tails. And then I went to get a donut. I said, what the heck? I'm already wet. Let me go get a donut from the Hollywood Donut Factory. I deserved it. It was a long day. And I was going home for a nap. Look, nope. You know, my car would sink in that. Found another way home. Had to take some back roads to get to my place. Anyway, thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like and subscribe, or at least like if you enjoyed this. I'm back here every other Thursday. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.